And today we're going to be talking about life struggles. Maria Carolina had a great life struggle, and she's here to share with you today, to help and inspire you. So, Maria Carolina, first of all, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and then what your struggle is?
Okay, well, my name is Maria Carolina. Um, I am a journalist. I'm 36 years old. I've been in Argentina for a year now. I'm Venezuelan. And, um, well, this has been a very nice experience being here. And, well, that's it. I love my life, my friends. So far, like right now, I really love my life.
That's great. That's great. But I know you went through a difficult struggle in your life. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Well, it has been like it has like taken time to love my life at this point. Um, I don't know my biological parents. All I know is the name of my mother. She was really young, and their parents threw her out of the house when they found out that she was pregnant. Um, and then, well, she had to look for a place to live and to stay, just and to give birth to me. Um, she took like shelter in with some nuns while she was pregnant. However, they couldn't. I couldn't stay with them. Uh, they're, they were only allowed to be with her, and while she was pregnant. So they found me a home, and then, after I was born, I went with Dulce Maria. She was my adoptive mother. She never got married, and I had a real, like, really nice time, probably with her, which I don't really remember much, because when I was 5 years old, she died from cancer. So she never got married, so she left me with her, like, best friend, like a sister to her. Her name is Melissa, and she wasn't married also. So at this point, it's like I had three mothers. I still have one, like, well, and my biological mother, was, I don't know her, but no father. So that hasn't been like that easy, because yes, I have some male figures. I had like my godfather, he's dead now. um but with this like third family, I've had just like uncles and some people, like some cousins also. Mm, there's also someone from Dulce Maria's family, which, he's really close to me. He has been just like a father, but it's like never the same to to have some sort of replacing parent than to have one living with you. Um, and also, at um, I thought that Dulce was my biological mother until I was 8 years old. At that time, Melissa told me the truth. As far as I know, Dulce didn't want me to know the truth, but Melissa decided to tell me that. So it was difficult at that time to realize about it and to think, where do I come from? Where are my sisters, my, I don't know, brothers, my real family? Um, so for a long time, I tried to like look for them. Not exactly at that time, but after I was 18 years old, I wanted to look for them, to look for my family, but I mean, it's not so easy, especially in Venezuela. Like legally, Dulce Maria's daughter and Melissa took care of me. this adoptive family, this third family, they had me like a real member of the family, like if we shared the same blood, and I'm really grateful for that. However, the mind plays like tricks. So it's like, well, where do I come from? Oh, my parents like didn't love me, or this feeling of abandonment that has like been with me for a long time. Um, that has been like a problem or a situation like in relationships, at work, I mean with romantic relationships, and also with friends, and also at work. um, there is like, or there has been like this fear of being abandoned or of not being enough for people, like I wasn't enough for my parents because they left me because, I mean, whatever. At this point, I realize and I know that, I mean, anything could have happened, and I'm grateful because I'm here today. However, uh, to think this has taken like some time. Mm, like my whole life have been like at some point to try to please people, or to just to don't say something that I don't like, for example, because I have the fear of abandonment. And also, like on the other side, I've had like good romantic relationships, and when they are going good, it's like I'm going to just do something to end it, because maybe it won't work, and I'm not going to be the one. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised by like a farewell, for example. I prefer just to end it. This is like unconscious, but that's what I have done. um so I mean, at probably, I don't know, in 2011, I started like going to therapy and to coaching, and I mean, just trying to find a sense of life and to feel better. Positive psychology also, I mean, I've read different things, and um, like now I feel like really grateful because, I mean, as far as I know, my mother and my biological family, they didn't have like any money at all, for example, and that's why, or part of the that's part of the reasons that made her make that decision. So she wanted me to have a better life, and I've had it. I mean, I've had it. I believe that the struggle is more like these mind tricks that I mentioned before. I've had good friends. I've had like a lot of people like taking care of me. I've had like different families around works, around um, the places where I've been. Mm, the only thing that has like been with me also is like this, like maybe thought of like, oh, where do I come from and everything. But I mean, now I'm more relaxed about it. I tried to look for my parents at some point. I really tried, but it wasn't like so simple. At some point, I thought that, hey, I mean, like really dramatic, like um, I don't want to die without knowing them, because, or I don't think that I will fulfill my like goals in life if I don't know them. But I mean, I wish. I mean, of course, I would love to meet them at some point, but maybe that won't happen, and that's okay. So, well, that's part of my story. I don't know
No,
if
thank you.
something is missing.
No, thank you for telling us about your this feeling that you didn't feel you needed to find your biological parents. You felt to feel complete, you needed that, and yet you weren't able to find them. So this caused you unhappiness, I guess, more than unhappiness. I mean, you're the only one who knows. but tell us how you were able to get over the struggle. How were you able to to overcome it and live a happy life? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I believe that. I mean, this happy life thing is I think that it's like built on a day-to-day basis. I believe that probably all those like therapies and coaching and reading books about, I mean, being a better person, um, helped me a lot. Also, I believe that at some point I got tired of this, especially relationships, for example, because I mean, I want to have a family, I want to be happy, and nothing was working. I don't have a relationship like right now, a romantic relationship, but I like noticed how I was like like treating myself, like treating people, and also like looking for someone to, I don't know, to save me. So I mean, it's a lot of pressure for the other person at some point.
Hmm.
And probably I mean, all of that like all together, at some point I believe that I managed to join that, and like all together, as I said, and to start like finally start my life without all those, like, I don't know, worries or regrets or, um yes, I mean, all those like sad thoughts. And yes, I mean, I probably at some point I managed to do that, and just to start living like differently. Of course, I still have these patterns. However, I'm more aware of that. Before it was like, okay, I thought that this person is, I don't know, mm, they gave me like a bad look, or they don't want me to be with them. I mean, I thought a lot of weird things. But that was because I mean, a low self-esteem. I'm still working every day. I'm still improving my thoughts, through like meditation, through like being able to live at you know, each moment, at a time. Um, and yes, I mean, I think that I got just tired, and also I was also looking like for I was looking for someone to save me, and for, I don't know, an answer, or for this magic thing, magic recipe to be happy. So at that point, I enrolled in different, I mean, as I said, positive psychology. It wasn't only therapies. I took workshops of many different things, and but I was just taking them just like to, I don't know, to do something. It was kind of an anxiety, maybe. But at some point, I managed like to say, okay, what am I going to do with this? Because I couldn't spend, and I can't spend my life like looking and looking for something. Um, so like right now, I'm more able to set up like limits with people. It was difficult for me in the past, and I'm still like learning. I've learned to say like no, which which was difficult. I mean, of course, I can't say no to some things, but maybe at work, for example, it's like, oh, can you do this? And I was like, yes, yes. And sometimes I even couldn't, or sometimes I took, I mean, a lot of work and I couldn't do it, but I was like, yes, because I don't know, I don't want to, I mean, I want to be like this kind of a little girl with a medal or with a bonus, or a gift, like, oh, hey, you're the best. Like looking to be looking for recognition through other people's eyes, at work, with friends, with love partners, even with my family. So it was hard for me to say like, hey, to stand up and say, hey, I think this, I have a different opinion. And now, I mean, it's not like I have been like this relaxed for my whole life. It has been a process, and maybe also this decision of leaving my country and to come to another country. I mean, this has been a year of change for me, definitely. Also, this past months at home, and they have helped me to think about my life. What do I want? What do I want to do? Mm, and well, that
Oh,
that's
very
what I
interesting.
want to say.
So you're saying that it took you a long time to be able to overcome these feelings of low self-esteem, unhappiness. And I understood you said that therapy helped you to do that. And you also mentioned you moved country and you found that also maybe helped you make a new beginning. And you also mentioned, I think you were referring to the COVID lockdown when you had a lot of time to think.
Yes,
And is there anything else, or would you say that's it? I mean, of the things that helped you to overcome your insecurity, your low self-esteem.
I believe that yes, I mean all those things, therapy, moving the country, also friends, because I mean just being aware of the people around me, that they are always here to help me, to listen to me, but appreciate life, be like grateful, and probably also, I mean, it's weird, but probably these romantic relationships, like failures, have helped me to say like, hey, what's going on, because I think that has been part um, of the struggle, and also notice that like, hey, I mean, it can't be that everybody is wrong, or I mean, there has to be something with me. So during this lockdown, for example, I have been like into, for example, Buddhism, or so, although I'm not Buddhist, um, for a few years now. But now it's like, yes, I'm meditating. I'm trying like to, or not trying, just getting to know like more about like ignorance, about uh, I mean, struggles, or about being like mad, why or why not, why am I being jealous, or everything. Mm, so that has been like very important. And this new
So
beginning,
like self-awareness. So
yes,
what you're describing is being self-aware, aware of yourself. Sorry, go ahead.
yes, exactly. That has helped me like to be more at the present moment and at the present time. Um, Probably, and this, yes, as you said, it was a new beginning to come here, and I mean, like something that I completed, because in the past I also like left things, like, I don't know, books that I didn't finish like reading, or some things that I didn't finish. So um, it was something that I mean, I thought that I was going to do, and I did it. So that was pretty important. And also just to start a new life in here. I mean, I had never been here before, and I met people, and I have friends here, people that take care of me also.
And
And I'm
by here you mean
enjoying all.
Argentina,
So
Buenos Aires. You're
yes,
in Buenos. Okay.
Buenos Aires, yes, Buenos Aires. Um, so yes, I mean, there are a lot of Venezuelans in here also. However, I have friends from here, and yes, I think that has been like part of the path, and also just to probably make a decision, as you said, self-awareness, and but also just to, I mean, stop playing the victim, stop, I mean, these thoughts, and this behavior that wasn't like helping me at all, and just it was just a matter of just to say like, hey, this is the time. What am I going to do with my life? If my life ends, it's like, am I going to be thinking about my parents? I mean, I'm 36 years old. So, yes, I mean, I don't exactly know how, but I've tried a lot, and I believe that I'm much better now. Yes, as I said, sometimes these thoughts or behavior, I mean, they come because they're with me, and um, that's how I learned to live and to think. So it's not like it's just deleted, um, but I'm more able to understand what's happening and to think like, is that truth and all that. Part of what I said that I learned in these workshops just because I just wanted to do something. But now I think that I'm just putting that everything all together to live a happy and better life. And I mean, okay, like on a day-to-day basis, and that's fine for me. And if not, well, I think why, and I just try to solve it. Also, there is something that at some point I thought that, I mean, this low self-esteem or these bad relationships or anything, they were because I didn't have a father, because I didn't have a biological family, but I mean, through these workshops and through life, I've noticed that people struggle with that too, even having the best parents and a great family. So it's not like, at that point, it's not like I'm so special because I feel bad. I mean, it's just a matter of make a decision and live a better life and be like the best version of myself.
So I just wanted to thank you so much for sharing. I think this, the story you've shared will be helpful and inspiring to others. And you heard Carolina's message. She decided that the change was going to come from within her, that she was going to be the best version of herself. So hopefully, for those who are having a hard time, perhaps Maria Carolina's words can be an inspiration to them. I just wanted to thank you very much for sharing your story for the final time, and I just wanted to say goodbye, Maria Carolina, and thank you.
Thank you, Nadia.